Hi Yoli family, my name is Tammy Sloan Kloss and I am stepping out of my comfort zone to share with you my testimony today. And it's a good thing that this is not in person and this is a black shirt because I am just sweating bullets to share this with you and put this on video and to put it out there. But that's what we do. We share and we transform lives, and so I am here to share to all of you that I haven't met my testimony and how I got here and why I started Yoli. My cousin Jennifer Furness introduced Yoli to us a year ago after she had started and found success, and I had known that she had tried lots of different things like she had shared, and so when she first called me up, because we were in different states, and told us about this, my thought was, thanks, but no thanks. I do not want a diet. I've never dieted. I don't believe in diets, and so I was very skeptical and kind of snooty about it, and just said thanks, but no thanks. And then I saw her at a family reunion and family get together, and I was like, wow, you look awesome. Can you say what are you doing again? So her along with her family sat down with me and just went through, said, look at the ingredients. This is different. It's a system. And so went through that, and what really stuck out for me was the pure that addressed the gut issue and the alkalite that addressed the acidic. That was huge for me. I couldn't believe it. And I knew the importance of addressing the gut issue. That being said, to know a little bit of background about myself, 15 years ago when I was in college, I was diagnosed with severe ulcerative colitis. And for those of you who've never heard of that, that is bleeding throughout your entire colon that is all inflamed with ulcers. Mayo Clinic and several other hospitals said immediately that I needed to have my entire colon removed. I was a student athlete in my middle of my prime season and said thanks but no thanks. I believe God gave us all these parts for a reason, and why do I have this and where did it come from? So I still have all my parts, and that started my my health journey of alternative routes since then, and tried many different things, spent many dollars, and been all over trying to get healthy. And like my cousin Keith, I too believe that, and my background is that way with this PE teacher and health coach. You know that I know that you eat right and you exercise, and that's why you're healthy. And so for me to have always done that and to be hit with such a disease and so much pain and not a whole lot of answers of why, that started a journey down the road for me. For the next 12 years, I was on and off on and off steroids, prednisone, for the next 12 years. The first decade, I was in and out of hospitals. I could no longer work. I had to take a medical leave. Some days I couldn't even get out of bed, and it was quite the journey for my family and for my husband and I as well. And so fast forward to 3 years ago, after our third boy, that was the first time that after having him, I did not have to go back on steroids, and I had to be on and off steroids throughout my pregnancies, and that was the first time that I did not have to go back on steroids, and I was super excited. Thank you, Lord, that I was healthy. I could get out of bed. I didn't have to rely on a steroid to help me function. All those little changes and things that we had done for the last 12 years was finally making a difference, and that was so exciting, and I was beyond thankful, beyond thankful. Every day I'd get up and I'd be like, yes, I can get out of bed, thank you, that I'm healthy, thank you, Lord. And I just thought, yes, I got over that hump, and it was awesome. I felt great. I still battled severe fatigue, and I've always battled and still continue to battle bleeding hemorrhoids, and ulcers and trips to the bathroom once in a while, but it was nothing like it was, so life was good and I could deal with that. So then when Yoli came into the picture, I looked at it. So that being said, I was very, very cautious of what I put into my body. I was excited that it was basically gluten-free, that I could do Yoli. There was no junk in it. It addressed the gut issue. It had addressed the acidity in your body. So that was very exciting. I also am blessed to be a stay-at-home mom. My husband also was looking at Yoli at the same time and wanted to do it for weight loss. I just wanted strictly to tone up after 3 kids and have energy. So we flipped a coin because my little part-time job I had at the gym and a stay-at-home mom was not going to cut it for the both of us to start. And so we flipped a coin. He started, and it was exciting to see his results, and I hope he steps out of his comfort zone and shares with you someday. So I was eager. We wanted to, I wanted to do it, so we hosted to get ours 3 and free, and I started this on his month 2. And when I first started, I did not realize that you should probably back down on exercise or not exercise, because I knew, just like my cousin Keith, that yes, you needed to eat right, you needed to exercise. So we were training for a 10-mile at the time, and that was extremely painful, by the way, for me, physically, and we're not talking tired muscles pain. So I was still training because we had 5 weeks, and it was go time for our run. So anyway, I did not have a good start with Yoli. However, once I talked to somebody and adjusted my exercise program in the beginning, I felt a lot different. By week 3, I couldn't believe the energy I had, and I couldn't believe that I could run and not crash, not have pain, and that was extremely exciting. By the end of my first month, and going into the 2nd month, that was a turning point for me. I did not see the pounds shed off and melt away like they were on my husband, which was a little discouraging, but I also knew that my system was a lot different than his, and I was feeling a lot different inside internally. In between about weeks 4 and 6 was a huge turning point for me with Yoli. That is when I began to have routine form, and I no longer had bleeding hemorrhoids in pain, and that was absolutely a huge blessing, huge. And I knew at that point that this was for optimal health, and that this had to be shared. And so I won't cry on here. So it has truly just been a blessing. It is more than just a weight loss that ends up to be a side effect. For me to tone up, that took me 4 months to get there, but I didn't care. I was on a mission to go share with the rest of my family and my friends, and it has helped our kids and my parents and my husband and so many other people that we have affected. And so Yoli does truly transform lives, and I am very thankful that the Furness family believed in it, that they shared with it, and they said, you've got to try this, and I'm so thankful we did give it a try. And so just continue to share. I believe that each of us has a story. I believe that it can help each of us in very different ways. And so whether you're brave enough to step out of your comfort zone and share on here or not, just continue to share and keep planting those seeds, because it is worth it, and it is life-changing and transformation. Thanks.